EA and DICE Star Wars Battlefront 2015 is going to be 10 years old this year, which is insane to think about because everyone knows what they were doing when they first announced they were going to reboot this franchise. So we're going to take a trip down memory lane and look at some of the single player content for Star Wars Battlefront. But before we begin, if you enjoy what you see, be sure to click that subscribe button if you want to see more. We got some more Star Wars videos planned as well as some Assassin's Creed ones, so stay tuned if you would like to see them. We're on the road to 500, so that'd be really cool to hit. Anyway, to the video. Cheers guys. How are we doing everyone? We are here in the first Battlefront game for 2015. We're on Hoth. This game still looks incredible to this day. And we're going to be playing some offline skirmish, which, if you didn't know, they added towards the end of this game's life cycle. You could play Walker Assault and Fighter Squadron offline with some bots, which was pretty nice. Oh, this feels so nice to play, man. Feels very different from the second game as well. Oh, we got some rebels here. So this was the beta map, if you remember. I certainly remember. I played the hell out of that beta when it came out originally. I believe it had this map. I think it had a survival map as well, the Tatooine one, which we'll probably look out in this video as well. As I get shot at from some snowspeeder, I think. Oh no, it's an X-Wing. But yeah, this game's going to be 10 years old this year. And we still don't have a Battlefront 3. Go on, let's get that third person play. I think this is a superior Hoth map. I think this one's a little bit better than the one in the second game. Just feels like there's a lot more going on. So if you don't know about Walker Assault, the objective is the rebels have got to try and get these uplink stations here, which I'm going to disarm, which gives them the little Y-wings in the top bar there. And then every time the walker hits an objective, they get like an attack phase, and then the Y-wings come in and do damage basically. Rinse and repeat until either the Empire or the rebels win. Yeah, a lot of controversy when this game came out, and revealed originally actually. One, it being original trilogy content only, more on that later. But one of the downsides is battle pickups. So around the map there's these things, and you just pick them up and use them. So now I'm in a TIE fighter because I picked that little token up. Not necessarily that cool of a gameplay mechanic. It was the same for heroes. Ooh boy. God, it sounds so good though. But yeah, so if you knew where the hero token was in this game, you could literally just camp it or run straight to it, so yeah, it wasn't too great. As we get killed. Alright, so here's the attack phase. We see both our walkers are vulnerable and their Y-wings are going to come in. They are damaging that walker on the left hand side there though. The AI is ruthless. It was almost impossible to get an actual lobby trying to shoot at the AT-AT. Got a turret down here. Line up those rebels. They have almost killed that first walker, that is insane. But yeah, a lot of opinions about this game. Ooh, there's a hero token, should we get one of them and be Darth Vader? I think we should. Yeah, we're gonna go in as Darth Vader. There he is. I missed this in the second game. The second game didn't have cutscenes when you spawned in as a hero. Like an entrance cutscene would be really cool. It's a shame they took them out in the second game. Oh. He's still very powerful. And we get like a little buff. You see that 1, 2, 3 above my health bar? We get a little buff the better we play. Yeah, so this game only had original trilogy content, which upset many. I prefer the second game. I will always prefer the second game just because it has all eras. And I think a Battlefront game definitely should have all eras. But I think this game does really well because it's so focused on the original trilogy. It might just be the best Star Wars game out there that actually makes you feel part of the universe, you know? Part of the movies. You've got all the correct sound effects, you've got all the correct locations. And the music, it's really important, I think, to have the right music. And this game just does it so well. So well. A load of rebels in here. But it really does make you feel like you're part of these movies. Even more so than the second one, I think. While the second game does try to play the right music, which it does, like at the start of games you'll have like the right music depending on which era you're playing. However, throughout the game you'll notice that music from the original trilogy kicks in, from the sequel trilogy kicks in. It's just very random. And it makes me think that era locking things in Battlefront is so important. To make it feel right and like you're part of those eras, it's really important to lock some stuff. We go running through the ice caves of the rebel base. What are we gonna see? They've almost killed one of our walkers. Darth Vader is an absolute powerhouse in this game. Absolute powerhouse. Let's try and die. I don't really want to play as Darth Vader for the entirety of the match. Let's see if we can purposely get ourselves killed. Hello, rebels! You know what, let's not block. Let's see how long it takes for them to kill me. Yeah, look at that, the buff. Take less damage, I think that said. Strangle. Slice! Oh my god. The saber throw is a lot more brutal in this game than the second one. I think it kind of tracks more and locks on. I think heroes might be a lot weaker in the second game, or it's that you have a lot more to work with. They kind of balance that out by having multiple heroes per side, which I don't particularly like. I'd rather it just be one hero per side. Look at that. It's like the buff is almost just negating the damage altogether, because I'll be getting hit and just not taking any damage. I actually think it's going to take them quite a long time to kill me. Let's respawn. Every trooper could have the jump pack in this as well. It wasn't a class like it is in Battlefront 2, which I think is better. It should be a class. Not everybody should be able to just jump in with a little boost pack. But it is fun though. Ooh, an orbital strike. These look pretty cool. If I can do it properly over there. Yeah, there we go, it's working. God, even the explosion effects look like they're straight out of the movie. They look very practical. But I do have a soft spot for this game. Definitely. Even though it's not the Battlefront game everybody wanted. It still has its moments. That is so many Y-Wings we might lose on this bit, good lord. This isn't how it's supposed to go! You're gonna get one, definitely. There goes one, whoa! That's such a cool explosion. Can we actually see them coming? Oh, there goes one, whoa! I think you can shoot them out the sky, from what I remember. And we win with a quarter, well, less than a quarter of a health on the 80-80 there. So that's for single player. If you're planning on getting this game now, you can usually pick it off like a couple of quid on a sale, I think. You can find servers in multiplayer. PlayStation you can at least. That's all I know. If you can get it really cheap, there is like a bit of single player stuff to do, you know? So we were just on Skirmish. You get the choice of Walker Assault and Fighter Squadron, which we might play. And you get the choice of all the base game maps to choose from. Shame it doesn't include any of the DLC ones, but it is what it is. We've got the missions, which is where most of the content is. So we've got the training missions, which gives you like a little scripted sequence to play. Very fun, we might have to do that Endor chase one. Then you got battles, which are on the smaller maps in the game. You can either play as a hero or just normal troop. And then survival, which is waves of enemies, which apparently I didn't do that much looking at the stars. We're going to be doing the Endor chase. I think when this came out, a lot of people were showing this specific part of the game as being like, wow, look at this. And they're right, it's so cool. Look at this, we're on the speeders, and if we go first person, oh, it is insane. It feels really good to play, it looks really good to play. Endor looks incredible in this game. DICE, I need you to make another one, man. You could tell the people who made this one specifically, they were all Star Wars fans and they really wanted to make this game. But so much effort went into this game, I think. They had direct access to like the Lucasfilm archives, all the actual models used from the original trilogy. They went to the locations to scan the actual filming site and put it into the game, which is why the game looks so good, because they used a technique called photogrammetry. I just need that effort put in a Star Wars game again. Can we take out that rebel? Whoa, tree! Whoa! Whoa, there he goes! Oh, dude. This is just incredible. Oh, we'll take out 2 in 1 there. Got the TIE fighters coming in to the right. Oof. Bad day to be him. Survival on Tatooine, which was the other mode I think they put in the beta. I think you had maybe 5 waves of this, I think. But in the full game it's 15 waves and they get progressively harder and so. We got our DH-17 blaster here, one of my favourite weapons in Star Wars, actually. I just think it looks really cool. And in this game it's a fully automatic pistol, which is really cool. But look at these canyons. They just look legit. And I think the more you progress through the waves, a battle will start to form in the sky here, from what I remember. We'll keep checking, but I'm pretty sure that's what happens. I think a rebel ship turns up, and then they start dogfighting up there. It's really cool to see. Nice little attention to detail. Oh, we got some boys here. Hello, gentlemen. Ah, the stormtrooper tactic of everyone arrive at once and group together. Let's get some third-person gameplay here. God, it looks amazing. The Star Destroyer just looming in the distance. I think anything is cooler than just seeing a Star Destroyer in the atmosphere. Let's see what we can do. Take out that shock trooper. They look really cool. Very similar to the Coruscant Guard clone trooper. Sort of same markings. Oh yeah, so every couple waves or so, they send in a drop pod. Like that. And you can claim it to get a little pickup to use. Oh, here come the rebels. They come in. Approaching the Star Destroyer. God, I heard that coming in. That sounded incredible. Here we go. They started battling. Is that all the X-Wings coming out too? Dude, this is sick. This is amazing. I can just sit here and watch this. Alright, what pickups did we get? We got 3. The thermal imploder. Yes, please. I think, yeah, we got Ion Shot as our triangle ability. So let us do more damage to vehicles. But less to troopers, I think. That's a good bit of damage. Got our barrage here as well. Don't know how effective that'll be against the ATST. Oh. Let's change our weapon here. Let's change to... oh, the DL-44. Come on then. We've got access to the DLC ones as well. Like we got the Relby, which is one of my favourite weapons. But we use the DL-44 because it's kind of a cool story behind it. I can't stop looking at this fight. I love how that happens as you're playing this. I'm not sure if anything else like that happens on other maps. I'll have to check it out. We need to use one of our other pickups to try and take him out. We've got Iron Shot ready. Quite a lot of damage on that Iron Shot for the DL-44. Come on, give me something anti-vehicle. That's not gonna help. Just place that down and pick up whatever this is. That might work. It's doing, yeah, it is doing damage. Not a lot. Not sure if there's weak spots like there is in the second game. I think there is. There we go. ATST down. Thank you, Admiral Akbar. But yeah, this DL-44, which is Han Solo's weapon, if you got the deluxe edition of this game, you got this weapon immediately. Like, they just gave it to you off rip and you could use it from the beginning, which triggered a lot of people. And at launch, this weapon was completely broken. One-shotting people, two-shotting from any distance, it was insane. Which obviously sparked the debate of this game's pay to win, because if you get the deluxe edition you get an absolutely broken weapon which you can use immediately, which was fair enough. But little did they know what would be to come in the launch of Battlefront 2. How's the battle going in the sky? They're still going for it. A lot of blaster fire being traded. Star Destroyer firing off a shot. Oh, look at this, we've got a, is that a crate dragon? There might be a crate dragon skeleton. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Yeah, I want more of this, dude. Give me more. Oh, that's a lot of stormtroopers. I wonder if we will get a Star Wars game this year. As of yet, nothing's been announced. I mean, it's only January, but even last year, I don't think any new Star Wars game was announced. We had Outlaws last year. I don't know, I just got this feeling that we're not going to get one this year for some reason. Off he goes, Shock Trooper. Shock Trooper dead now. Yeah, I didn't do much damage to the ATST. The sniper almost killed me. Let's get one of these pickups, hopefully that can help us take this out. What do we got? A squad shield. That'll help me pick up some of the other ones there. Another squad shield. Interesting. And a thermal imploder, which doesn't do much to the ATSD. I say that did a fair amount actually. Maybe because it was right under its legs. There we go. Oh, it's just a load of junk. That's why I love these maps a bit more than the second game as well. So many little details. Just tiny little things you can find. No reason for them to be there other than to just be like, hey, cool. That looks nice. Which the second game didn't really have much of. However, it has clone troopers, so it's infinitely better. Oh, there's one. Without the helmet on, trooper, what are you doing? I remember that whole debate when this game came out as well. Stormtroopers not wearing their helmets, because it was a skin you could have, you could just take off your helmet. Because obviously they didn't have much customization options they could choose from. So they allowed you to take off your helmet if you were a stormtrooper. That upset a lot of people. I'm like, yeah, it's whatever, but I'd rather them have their helmets on, but it is what it is. Another squad shields. We don't need these, game, come on. An orbital strike, that'll do. I'll save that. Where's the last guy? Oh, it's an ATSD. I guess I'll use it. I don't know how much damage this is gonna do to an ATSD. A fair amount, good lord, look at it go. Alright, that's the way to take him out. The fight's still going on up in there. Casualties must be huge. Got the shadow troopers coming in. So they can go invisible. Put a little turret up there. Oh! One moment, sir. Oh, there's two of you. There he is. You just about make him out. Behind me. Sniper. Swift punch to the back. The old Halo. Oh, there he is. Dome him. But yeah, I think that's all we're going to play in the wave mode. It's essentially 5 more waves of that, but it gets harder. More troop density. But I think that's all the troop types. Yeah, we'll go on to something else now. If you are planning to get this game, and you get the DLC is pretty much unplayable, at least the maps are. So you'd really be buying the DLC for the access to the weapons and the heroes that came along with it. Which is a real shame, because this game has some great DLC. In fact, all of these are great. You got Bespin, Outer Rim, Death Star, the Rogue One DLC as well, which kind of came back into just Scarif in general, just the A map. But the Death Star one is really interesting because the game mode that came with it, it would start off in space, and then if the Rebels won, they would infiltrate the Death Star, steal R2-D2, which a player could actually control, and then if they succeed in that, it then goes back to space, and then the Rebels have to do the whole trench run thing and blow up the Death Star. It's really cool, super cool. Shame we didn't have those multi-phase game modes in the second one. Apart from Supremacy, of course, that was there. Let's play as a hero. Let's do a hero battle on... We haven't been to Solist. We'll play as Rebels and... Oh my lord, 9 Num. Am I going to? Jyn Erso as well. Oh man. Yo, yeah, we're gonna play as 9 Num. Here he is. Limiting themselves to the original trilogy. God, look at that lava, that's insane. They also had a limited choice of heroes as well. So when the DLC came out, they had to pick very carefully, and this is one of the first ones they released. I think it was 9 Num and Greedo. That were the 2 first heroes. Which is fun, I like Greedo. 9 Num, bit of a weird choice, but what else are they gonna do? It took place in the Outer Rim, so it kind of made sense for those characters. But this is Solist! DICE pretty much had to make up what this planet looks like, because we hadn't really seen it before. And I think they did a heck of a job. The bright, vibrant red lava, the sort of dark grey sands. There's all outposts for the AT-ATs as well. Really, really cool. You gotta hand it to DICE. They knew what they were doing with this game. So what does 9 Num have? 9 Num has a pulse cannon, I think. Sniper rifle thing. It also has a turret, which we can place down. And a little proximity bomb. Oh, okay. I thought it was a little detonation thing, but no, it's proximity. Very defensive loadout. But yeah, I think the game made the right choices with the heroes at the end. It's always nice to see people you haven't seen before in a game. I think all the heroes, apart from Krennic from Rogue One, were bounty hunters. So you had Greedo, Bosk, and Dengar, I think. So yeah, it's essentially just first to 100 points, I think? Yeah, because you could pick up tokens. Again, it's just mindless fun. There's no progression here for the single player modes. So if you are planning to get this game in 2025, it is more just playing it for fun rather than progress. I think that might just be hero health, right? Yeah. Let's see if we can get a kill with the sniper rifle. We ain't done that yet. Oh man, it is brutal. I like weapons where it like flings the enemy back. I think Borderlands 3 did that with its shotguns. If you shot an enemy, they sort of like got hit backwards into like a ragdoll state, which is really cool. Now I don't have a gaming PC, or probably ever will. I know it's not really my thing, but I know Battlefront 2 has a pretty healthy support with the Kyber mod. I think they're preparing to release version 2, I guess, and a lot of people seem to be enjoying that. I've only seen a few videos on it, and like bits here and there. I haven't looked too much into it, but I feel like it's kind of lost the focus of Battlefront. Every time I see somebody playing this Kyber mod, it's always about, oh look at all these heroes you can use, and I'm like, I don't think Battlefront should be about the heroes. Battlefront never was about just heroes. It should be about, you know, being a trooper in the Battlefront of Star Wars. Heroes are definitely a component to it, of course, but they should be seen as more of like an advantage to use rather than a focus, which is only what I ever see of Kyber. I think we just won there. There we do, look, let's celebrate. Yeah, 9-0, let's go! Oh, he's so proud of himself, look at him! Oh, here we go, Greedo, Dengar, Boss, Krennic. Yes, I think Greedo was my favourite to play. And Boss, actually no, they were all pretty good. I've always loved the look of Greedo. Look at him. You can't hit this guy, we're gonna play as Boba Fett because this is a really cool map. There he is. Voiced by Tamara Morrison himself. But we got the sail barge. Maybe not the exact one, looks a bit smaller than I remember. Oh, that's friendly. And then over here, I think on this map. Yeah, there we go. There is a Sarlacc pit. Alive and functioning. Unlike the one on Felucia in Battlefront 2. This one's alive and well. And you can die by jumping in him. Stuff like that. Just little things that make this game feel extra special. And you got a little sand crawler out there doing its rounds. It's great, I love this map. Probably one of my favourites. Oh, look at the banthas walking along. Bantha herd. That looks sick. Another crate dragon. God, Tatooine just looks incredible in this game. Right, let's see. What abilities does Boba have in this game? He's got his jetpack. I think he's got his flamethrower as well. Yes, sir. Changed to a concussion rocket in Battlefront 2, I think. I think his other one is just a normal wrist rocket. Yeah, there we go. You see the wind pushing the sand over there? Very pretty. I'll never get over how this game looks. It'll look even better on PC. I think on one of the Hoth maps you can see a Wampa walking in the distance. It's either a Hoth map or it's the tutorial. I think it might be the tutorial actually. Where you can see a Wampa chasing down a little herd of Tauntauns. And on the Hoth map that takes place at night actually, you can find a little cave. And there's a little Wampa in there, just eating his dinner or whatever. If you shoot him he looks up at you. Whoop. Oh my god, I keep staking my troopers as enemies. Let's burn all these people down here. Burn that heavy trooper. We're gonna need to pick up some health. Oh, there's so many dudes. Oh my lord, we might be able to win it before we die. .11 health. 8 health, and we win. Oh my lord. And there he is, looking badass, as always. And to end our video today, we're gonna end on Graveyard of the Giants, on Jakku. This is our first ever look at Jakku. The fallen Star Destroyer there. This map truly feels like a Battlefront. This is insane. The amount of stuff going on up there, down here. Just the sheer amount of things on the ground. You got like a Tantive over there, fallen. The wreckage. Bits of TIE Fighter being used as cover. But yeah, this is our first look at Jakku from The Force Awakens. Because this game came out just before the movie did. And this was the first map they added. Force Awakens also being 10 years old this year, which is insane to think about. Got that ship falling down out of the sky there. Absolute full-on war going on here. What a map. I didn't appreciate this map back then, because I was like, oh, it just looks like Tatooine, whatever. But as I've gotten older now, I'm like, yeah, this is great. We'll only play a little bit, but just wanted to show it off before we end today's video. Using the DLT-19, which feels insanely good in this game. Super fast fire rate. We got a mech droid. I forgot I had this. He just pops out a little Bacta. Gives you bonus health and heals you or whatever, just like the original games. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen my Battlefront 2 video, that is available now. I uploaded it last week. And yeah, some good response on that one, so thank you all for that. Appreciate it. If you want to see more, let me know. More Battlefront, let me know. If you don't want to miss a video, be sure to subscribe and like, it really helps me out. I really appreciate it. We're gonna spawn in as my boy Greedo here. Run around as him for a bit. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers guys, see you later, bye bye.